A very warm welcome to Mr. Abhishek Singh, Chief Executive Officer, National E-Governance Division, Government of India. Mr. Abhishek Singh will be giving his perspective of Digital India, empowering citizens through innovations in governance. Mr. Abhishek Singh.
Very happy to be joining virtually onto the ELETS India Transformation Summit being held in Dehradun. I was looking forward to joining physically, but because of certain urgent engagements over here in view of the Digital India Week that we are observing from 1st of July to 7th of July, I am not able to join with you all physically, but I am happy to kind of interact with you. My senior colleague, Dr. Rajendra Kumar, is present in person, so I am sure he will be adding more insights to the Digital India story and how Digital India has led to improvement in ease of living for citizens and how it has led to empowerment of people at the last mile. So if you look at just the growth of Digital India, the impact of Digital India in the last few years, today we are proud of the India stack, as we call it, the basic building blocks of digital transformation that India has built in the form of the Aadhaar project, the UPI project, the DigiLocker, the e-sign, e-consent. So all these basic building blocks that have been built in the last few years has ensured that we have the basic foundations of building platforms over which citizens can access services. And the number of services that are available to citizens today has grown manyfold. Today, more than 4,000 services are available, and we are having, if we count the number of transactions that are happening on the e-Tal platform the government has set up, almost 34 crore transactions happen every day. And today, in fact, I can proudly say that no other country has built platforms, digital platforms that we have done so. Whether it's the UPI or the Aadhaar, in fact, just a small example I will give you. A few weeks back, I was in a meeting with the digital transformation leaders from across the world, wherein the CIOs of United Kingdom, the head of the General Services Administration Department of United States, the CIO of Estonia, and CIOs of other countries also were there. And therein, it was very interesting to note that countries like United States are struggling with their basic ID services. One problem that they're grappling with in these days is that the pandemic relief that was distributed in the United States, they are struggling to track the $400 billion of pandemic relief that was distributed through paper vouchers and plastic cards. And today they don't know who got the money, who did not get. There are a lot of eligible people who are still waiting in the queue, and a lot of ineligible people have got the pandemic relief money that was given by the government. As compared to this, if you look at a country like India, whether it was the COVID-19 relief that was given to all people who migrants and people who had lost livelihoods, or to PM Kisan beneficiaries or DBT or to our scholarship, everything is transferred instantly to the bank account of people, and people get it without any leakage or without any loss. And the government also able to track what funds are going to where. So there are many ways in which we are in a way much better than even the developed countries of the world. And in that conference, several countries expressed their desire to learn from India, to take up India's digital products which have been scaled up on a scale and adopt that. We all are aware of the impact the CoWIN platform has made, the vaccination platform. Because again, when COVID came and the vaccination started last year, one of the biggest challenge for COVID-19 vaccination was that it was larger than any other vaccination exercise that we had ever carried out. Because so far, the biggest vaccination campaign used to be the Pulse Polio campaign, but it was also limited to people who were below 5. But in COVID-19 vaccination, we had vaccinate the entire 130 crore people, and then there were multiple vaccines and multiple doses required, and the intervals between 2 doses for each vaccine was different. And there was a need to find out who has been vaccinated, who has not been vaccinated, to issue them vaccination certificates. And this could not have been possible without having a digital platform in the form of CoWIN. So today, our vaccination platform is being looked at by the entire world as a model that they can copy, they can replicate. And in India also, we are now upscaling the CoWIN vaccination platform to become a platform for universal vaccination, in the sense that not only COVID-19 vaccination, but the basic vaccination of children, whether it's BCG or tetanus or DP or measles, rubella or polio, all these vaccines also can be tracked onto the vaccination platform, and every child, every citizen will have the complete details of the vaccination. So again, this is a platform that is built in, which is scalable, which is robust, and which can also be kind of replicated anywhere else in the world. And in the health, now we are also building the Ayushman Bharat Digital Health Mission, which will transform the way we access health services, in the sense that people will be able to find doctors, find hospitals, find laboratories, find path labs, electronically, book appointments, consult through telemedicine, get their electronic prescriptions. That way the health records will become part of the electronic health records, and they will also have the option of sharing their electronic health records with any other health service provider with their consent. This will totally transform the way we look at healthcare, and the work that the NHA is doing in building the Ayushman Bharat Health project or the health stack will lead to creation of a lot of value. And I foresee that in the next 3 to 5 years, we'll have at least 15 to 20 in the health sector. Similar advances we are seeing in the agriculture sector, wherein technology is being used to build agri-advisory for farmers. AI and precision agriculture is built in. Drones are being used to provide information to the citizens. Use it to distribute, use it to spray pesticides, use it to do sowing, use it to monitor the crop health, and then connect it to backend data systems, wherein where the entire health of the crop can be analyzed and advisories can be given. We're also building a Kisan Sarthi helpline for farmers, wherein farmers can dial a toll-free number, get connected, get information, and get connected to experts and get details with regard to what the crops may require to be done. Similarly, the Umang platform, which brings in all mobile services, the DigiLocker platform, which is the document repository, which allows not only easy access to digital documents, but also easy sharing of documents amongst various stakeholders. And what we are seeing is that many of the number of people who are using Umang and DigiLocker is growing exponentially. In fact, the number of DigiLockers post-pandemic, in 2020 March, we were around 3 crore users on DigiLocker. Today, we have 11 crore users. So we have seen exponential growth in the number of people who are using. The number of documents has grown to more than 500 crores on DigiLocker. And with the coming in of National Academic Depository, the National Academic Bank of National Academic Bank of Credit, wherein digital academic documents are available on the DigiLocker and be available for exchange between various stakeholders with the consent of the user. This is transforming the way we access digital documents, digital credentials when it comes to educational documents. So all these innovations, whether it's UPI, whether it's Aadhaar, whether it's DigiLocker, whether it's Umang, whether it's CoWIN, whether it's agriculture systems, ultimately what are they resulting in? They are resulting in ease of living for citizens. They are enabling the citizens to access services seamlessly. They are reducing time the citizens spend in running after government offices, in the time that they spend in getting public documents. So with all this kind of system, we are moving to a stage wherein efficiency comes in. Citizens are able to spend their time in more productive ways. It impacts directly on the economy. India moves on its path, becoming at worth $1 trillion. So this is all that I would want to share today for want of time. So if there are any questions, I'll be willing to take that. But in short, as the theme of the session says, digital transformation, digital technologies, and the Digital India projects which have been implemented in the last few years are truly empowering citizens through innovations and through improvement in governance.